Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways.
There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking for a man. It's Iyamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice... Here on their opening drive, he's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for room. It's Wood. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play-action fake. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cox. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the left. Running free. Touchdown time. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Woods. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Bruins are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Snagged in the middle, it's Woods.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Woods. And the Bruins get it past the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Houston Miller. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Miller with the ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for a crease. It's Cox. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Ncaa. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock it down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on second down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. He'll pull it down and run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Now the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is now back down to 9.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably
Breaks into the open. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab over the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Lost to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to a return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give is to Miller. Jukes his way for more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Craven. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the ground with the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just
ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Red pass, it's complete.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's got his man across the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, the running back has it. This time, stopped in the backfield, finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Ncaa. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Sets up the screen. Hard running there. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They've never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Simpson. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is coming.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Caught close to the marker, it's Bernard. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and you keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play.